and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then don't forget to subscribe down below, and without much further ado, let's get on with the video. Good evening, good afternoon, good day, good whatever it is for you when you are watching this video. Today I'm going to give to you the Disney Cultural Exchange Program tag because I've been wanting to make this video for pretty much my entire adult life, and now I can, so that's what you're getting today. Also, I have a friend here today. It's Figment. It's a little sleeping Figment. Thank you to my friend Grace who picked him up for me when she was out in Florida. This tag has actually been made by previous college applicants, and just everyone seems to do it every year, and I'm jumping on that bandwagon because why not? I know someone else doing the program this year actually already did this tag, which kind of inspired me to revisit the tag and then want to do it again. So I will leave a link to their tag down below. Go and enjoy it. I enjoyed it. Let us get on to the Disney College Program tag. Question number 1 is, how did you hear about the program? Now, from what I recall, it was actually my friend Heather who introduced me to it. Basically, in 2008, I went to Florida for the first time and I was like, oh my god, Disney's amazing. I want to be a princess. Yes, I love it. Then I went back in 2011 and I was a bit older and I understood that Disney was a place where people worked at, and I was like, I wanna do that job. And I seem to remember talking to my friend Heather, who was a massive Disney fan as well. This was in like secondary school, like the beginning of secondary school, like year 7 I think. And I was talking to her and I seem to remember her saying, hey, have you heard about this program? And then from that moment, it was all I thought about. It was either Heather or I actually like looked up Disney jobs and like worked it out. I can't really remember. I'd like to say it was Heather, but if not, it was just me being a crazy fanatic that researched Disney all the time. Question number 2 is, how was the interview process? Now, if you haven't watched my previous CEP video, I actually went into detail on like the dates and all that kind of stuff on what happened, but basically it's the same for every single person that you've ever seen doing one of these videos, because I'm sure if you're watching mine, you've probably watched other ones. But basically, you apply through Yummy Jobs, who are the UK people that deal with the international Disney programs and also Universal programs and quite a few other non-super big franchise programs, if that makes sense. They work a lot with that kind of thing, so if you're interested in any kind of programs, check out Yummy Jobs because they have a lot, and I mean a lot. But yeah, I went through Yummy Jobs, then I had my interview in Epping at the Yummy Jobs office, which was really interesting. I actually went there for an interview last year, didn't get the program, so going back this year, it was a lot calmer. I didn't have the fear of not knowing where I was going or not knowing what to expect, because I knew exactly what to do and what not to do in that interview, and so that was really simple. The actual interview was super fun. You get split into different like groups to have your interviews, like, so there's only like 6 to 8 people in your group interview, and I ended up being in group Kristoff, and then Frozen became this massive thing. We then got emails like a week later saying if we'd moved through to the next round, which I, of course, did, otherwise I wouldn't be making this video. Then from there we had our interview at Hammersmith HQ, which is basically the big Disney HQ. I have been there before for work reasons, so again, not really a place that I had to worry about being in the new place, but they changed a lot of it the second time I went, and I was like, wow, damn, this is pretty. That interview was a lot less stressful than I could have ever imagined it being. A lot of people say it's just a chat. It really is just a chat. I was talking to Sue, who was my interviewer, for 10 minutes, I think, if that. And I don't know, it was just super nice to talk to someone from Disney. I asked her some questions like, why does she like Disney? How does she get into it? All that kind of pro-interviewee language and stuff. And it was just really fun. And then from the Disney interview, it was about 2 or 3 weeks. I can't really remember exactly. But it was definitely on the 25th of November that we found out if we were going through or not. And I got in. Yay! That leads me on to question 3, which is, where were you when you found out? And I was actually on my way to see Frozen in the cinema for the second time, okay? And if you've watched my previous video, you've already know this. If you haven't, welcome. Welcome to this fun little story of self-control. I was going to watch Frozen. I look at my phone. My phone says that interviews are out, and I'm like, I can't be dealing with this right now. And instead of looking at my emails and then ending up crying in the middle of the cinema, I turned my phone off, enjoyed Frozen, came back home, curled up in my bed just here, told my flatmate I was going to bed and she would hear from me if I got in or if I didn't in a little while via text. And yeah, I was snuggled up in my bed. I opened up my phone, it said congratulations. I cried for at least an hour. it was a mess. I'll insert a picture now. This is one of my favourite pictures because it's the pain that I was feeling, but the happiness that I was feeling, and it's just a lot, and it's the most unflattering picture of me ever, but it means so much. So yeah, I was here, really, when I found out, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. It was a way for me to control my surroundings, because I knew it was going to be ugly tears, so yeah. Question number 4 is, what is your role and what were your preferred roles? Now, my role is going to be in attractions, which is super exciting and exactly what I wanted, because if you don't know, I love my attractions, okay? I love attraction history, I love the way attractions work, I love animatronics. Also, attractions isn't just rides, but it also encompasses being a park greeter, which are the people that stand at the front of the park and welcome you in, you know, tap your magic band Mickey to Mickey, those people. And also they work on the shows like Fantasmic, Finding Nemo, etc. And my favourite part about working attractions is if you are in a park that is near a fireworks show or a parade, you get joined into what is called PAC, and you get to help the parades and the fireworks shows, and I'm so excited for that. Like, that would be so cool to help with, say, Happily Ever After, and kind of like just dance with guests and like help them to where they are and get to like use one of those glow sticks to like point. I know it's going to be stressful, but it kind of makes me more excited, and I'm excited to make magic. And the idea that I might be able to work on like Star Tours or Haunted Mansion, or even It's a Small World, which scares me, but it'd be so cool. I'm just excited, okay? And my preferred roles were, as I said, attractions was my top choice, then my second choice was character performer, and then my third choice was merchandise, mainly because I've been doing merchandise for the past 2 years in the UK, so I know what I'm talking about. I love Disney merchandise more than I should. I know pretty much everything that's coming, everything that's new, like, I just have an obsession. But yeah, attractions was what I wanted as my top role, and I'm still shook that I got it, because I know how sought after it is. It's probably the most popular role. I did that. I got that. Question number 5 is, how did you find your roommates and how many do you want? Now, the way that Disney works is that you can link with up to one other person, okay? I don't know if it's changed from previous years, but this year it is. You can ask to be linked with one other person as long as they move in on the same day as you. And I actually met a girl called Charlotte, who I met at my Yummy Jobs interview. We became like instant friends. It was great. And we kind of just came to an agreement that we were going to link with each other. That doesn't happen until like March time, that we actually have to choose that. And then in terms of how many roommates do we want to save as much money as we can on sleeping arrangements, because in reality, we're just going to be in our apartments to sleep and eat, and obviously shower and that kind of stuff. But it's not really a massive deal, especially to me. I'm just kind of like, give me a bed, give me a toilet and a bath. That's it, that's all I need. And the difference in price is actually quite dramatic. Like, you can stay in like a 2-bed apartment with 2 people, but that's like $200 a week. Or you can stay in like an 8-person apartment with 2 people to a bedroom, which is like 130 or something a week. Like, that's really rough estimated numbers. I was like, you want to go for the cheaper end? And she was like, fine by me. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So it's nice to know that we're on the same wavelength. Question number 6 is, what are you going to miss while in the program? And I have a little list. It's not a massive one, and I know I'll be fine, like, overall. The main thing though isn't really missing like my family, because I know that they will be coming out at the end of the program and I'll be talking to them a lot, and like, that's fine. Like, I literally live away from them right now anyway. But the thing I think I'm gonna miss the most is actually my Disney Store family, because I have to kind of leave them because I won't be living in London immediately after coming back from the program because it's too expensive. So having to leave them and kind of say those goodbyes is going to be really painful, and I'm going to miss them a lot. But they ain't getting rid of me that easily, okay? I will be coming back to London and saying hey, but that's probably the thing people-wise I'll miss the most. I'm sure I'll find things to miss once I'm out there, but right now I'm kind of just like, I've been wanting this for 10 years, nothing will stop me. Ugh. Number 7 is, what is your favourite Disney park? Now, this changes every 5 seconds, but I will say, out of all of them, even though I love it so much, the one that I like the least is actually Magic Kingdom somehow. And it's weird because I still love it and it's still one of my favourite parks in the world. I just think the other 3 have so much difference to offer. At the moment, my favourite park is Animal Kingdom because it has my favourite drink, which is the Night Blossom. It has my favourite show, which is Finding Nemo the Musical. It has my favourite restaurant, which is Yak and Yeti. It has my favourite ride, which is Everest. Like, it just has everything that I could possibly want. And I love the idea of that park, and I love all of the theming of that park, so that's probably my favourite at the moment. Number 8 is, what is the first thing you want to do when you get out there? Now, other than obviously doing the famous food shop to begin with to grab all your supplies, the main thing that I want to do, I actually have a couple. I really want a Blaze pizza because I've missed it. I really want a Night Blossom because obviously it's me, I love my Night Blossoms. And I desperately want to meet Mickey Mouse. So I think the first thing that I'll do is whichever park I go into first, and whoever I'm with, I'm just gonna be like, can we go and meet our boss, please? Thank you. My main goal of this is to meet Safari Mickey and Minnie because I don't know why I've never met them, but they are cute and I want to meet them. So yeah, meeting Mickey Mouse is probably going to be the first thing I want to do. But also like just kind of taking it all in again and like sobbing. It's going to be a thing. And also we're going to Art of Animation, which is somewhere I've wanted to stay for literally my entire life. Going in the pool, it plays music under the water. How cool is that? Taking pictures around Art of Animation. There's just a lot. But yeah, mainly meeting Mickey Mouse, drinking that Night Blossom. Oh, I'm so excited. Number 9 actually links with that, and it is, what is number 1 on your bucket list? And as I said, it's meeting Mickey Mouse, okay? It's meeting Mickey Mouse. I just really want to meet him. And actually to kind of complete that bucket list thing will be to meet every version of Mickey Mouse that is currently meeting in Walt Disney World. And finally, number 10 is what you hope to take away from the program. Now for me, this program means a lot of things for what I actually want to do later in life. I would love to apply for the year-long program. So doing this one will be kind of like a test run to see if I do like working out there, and then if I can take away from that I do, then I will obviously apply for the next one. Also building my confidence in talking to people, talking to new people, talking to people of different cultures. That is super interesting and something I definitely want to work on doing, and kind of just learning about new things and meeting new people. It's very exciting and I'd love to do that. Also getting over my fear of animatronics and like figurines, because you know I'm going to be put on a ride like It's a Small World or Haunted Mansion, and I'm going to have to walk past those things and they terrify me. They genuinely make me feel sick. So having to fight that fear is going to be very interesting, and I'd love to do it because I also think animatronics are the coolest things ever, yet I'm terrified of them. It's a weird thing, but I'd love to get over that fear, and I know that if I was just like forced to, then I would. So that's a nice thing I'd like to take away from the program. And then finally, just kind of confidence in general, and then kind of stories and confidence in what I do in terms of filming, because obviously I do a filming degree and I want to go into like sound and just making films, and having that confidence from dealing with guests that are not necessarily happy and wanting to fight you, and then dealing with like super nice people, kind of gauging how to talk to different people is extremely helpful when you're meeting so many new people on film sets and working with loads of people in the film industry. So just all of that kind of stuff. And also obviously all of this on here, it will kind of help me make more content that I want to be making. I like theme parks, as you guys know, and I like talking about them, and I'd love to work kind of in the marketing side of theme parks as well if sound and that didn't work. I have numerous different career paths I'd like to take, but working in advertising and marketing for theme parks would be super cool. Like imagine making one of the Alton Towers adverts. They are so cool to me. I love them. So yeah, there's a lot that I'd like to take away from it. Also saying that I worked in Walt Disney World is extremely helpful on any CV anywhere, and having that will be amazing, and saying like, look, I worked in Walt Disney World during 4th of July week on attractions. That would be amazing. And there you go. That was the 10 questions on the Disney College Program tag. Can't believe I finally made this video and it's actually out in the world for everyone to see. Do you understand how crazy it is to me that I actually got into this program after 10 years? Like it's not sinking in. I'm making this content and it's just not going in. I don't know when it's gonna go in. Will it be when I'm hugging Mickey Mouse? Who knows? But yes, welcome. This channel is going to become Disney College Program trash, because that is what we are now. And we're going to allow it because she's been waiting a long time, okay? Yes, she has. If there is any specific videos on the Disney College Program that you guys want to see, please leave a comment down below, because as I keep saying, I really love sharing information that I can with you and kind of just making people's Disney experience is a lot better, so they love Disney as much as myself. Also, don't forget to check out the other tags I've linked in the description. If you enjoyed today's video and you want to carry on watching this space, obviously you'll be getting Disney college program content. I do Disney vlogs, I do film reviews, I do reaction videos, I do a lot of random stuff that comes into my brain. So if you want to see any of that, please do not forget to subscribe just there, and then here will be a link to a recommended video. But until next time, bye!